there, my name is Lola Afalabi. I am the founder of Healthy Credit Habits. Happy Friday. Today is Fix It Friday. Yay! So the goal of today's video is to share with you or just kind of explain differences between a federal and a private student loan. Earlier on my page this week, I did talk about what the differences were with regards to, or one of the benefits as it pertained to automatic payments being set up for your federal student loan, the fact that you could qualify for an interest rate deduction. And I didn't really touch on what what private student loans are. I'm hoping to give you at least 3 differences, or kind of share with you 3 things to consider on each side of the coin when you're kind of thinking about what type of student loan works best for me. So when we talk about federal student loans, one of the great benefits I thought worked out for me when I had student loans was that they're subsidized. And what does that mean when they're subsidized? Well, it's great because it means that someone else is footing the bill for the interest that is accruing on that account while you're in school. You know, wouldn't it be great if someone could pay the interest on our credit cards or our car payment, you know, those things that we're paying now? Wouldn't that be awesome? Like, I would be, even 6 months, it would be great if, you know, hey Lola, we're gonna pay the interest on your car or on your credit card or on your whatever I paid credit to purchase. We're gonna pay it for 6 months. Do you know how huge that is? That's major. You know, that's major coins you could be spending on something else, an emergency fund, a vacation. Heck, we all need one. I mean, something for yourself, or just something to get you ahead with other things that you may have a responsibility for. So in addition to federal student loans being subsidized, they also do not require a credit check. Yay! And I think that's great as well because, for one, many of us either A, don't have a credit score at the time we're trying to seek a loan. B, if we do have a credit score, it's not high enough and we probably wouldn't want to talk about it. And C, it's just one of those things where if you are, you know, thinking about this major purchase and the amount that's required to pay for your education, it can be overwhelming to then now think about, oh my goodness, someone's going to check my credit, they're going to see all this stuff that I've racked up, or they're going to see all this stuff that's in my name that really shouldn't be, that might be in a family member's name, who knows. With that being said, that's one less thing that you don't have to worry about with a federal student loan, is not having the credit check. In addition to that, when you graduate or complete your education, you do have a deferment period. And that's usually 6 months from graduation. You're then required to pay back or start paying back on your student loan. In some cases, you may find that you don't necessarily find a job right away and you need a little bit more time to kind of get your financial footing. They will allow you to reach out and ask for an additional deferment on your account. I know this because I requested one myself when I first graduated college. I needed a little bit more time. I wanted to pay some additional other expenses off. I wanted to set up a, savings account, an emergency fund, something to buffer the unexpecteds in life that result in when you don't have the immediate cash available, you're now tempted or you resort to having to use credit to bridge the gap between what your cash can cover and what credit can help you accomplish. When we think about private student loans, one thing is that it's not subsidized. And what that means is you're paying the interest when you take out the loan from day one. One thing in addition to that is the interest rate is not fixed like a federal student loan, which means that it's variable. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't function too well when it's a 6% this day, 12%, 6 months later, 15%. It's kind of a yo-yo situation, and that can be very stressful, especially when you're used to paying bills that have a fixed amount. You may be on a fixed income. You may, have a certain budget that you're working between. So having a variable student loan repayment can be a bit stressful for some. One other thing that I'd like to note with private student loans is you don't have a deferment period. A lot of times when the loan is taken out and the variable interest kicks in, that you do have to often start paying them right away, oftentimes while you're in school. So that means that someone is paying something down on that loan once that check has been cut and issued to your financial institution. One thing I would like to share though is with either loan, I think it's definitely a great idea for you to pay a little extra or pay a little something while you're in school prior to you having to get out. There are a lot of great benefits in doing so, and you have one in which you're being accrued less interest when that interest does start to kick in. You're also going to reduce the payment period on the loan itself. So let's say the loan would have been for a 10-year repayment period. By you throwing maybe 50, 25, 75, whatever that extra is you have, maybe some Christmas cash, some gift money, whatever it is, you may find that your 10-year repayment period has now shrunk to 8 or 7.5. It's definitely lower or less than what it would have been, which means that a shorter repayment means lesser interest, which means more money in your pocket. Yay! Which means that you can do more with what you already have, and you can now put money to other things to generate additional income. Those are just some things that you definitely want to think about. I hope that today's information was useful to you. If you definitely find yourself being overwhelmed, or just, it's a bit much for you to kind of process, definitely give us a call. We're here to help. We're here to answer any questions and see how we can kind of help get you across, the line through that goal. Definitely check back here, next week, Friday, for our next, Fix It Friday tip or conversation. And you can definitely follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, click the link below, and, just definitely, feel free to check it out, and hopefully share it with friends, and hopefully I can, answer or, help you accomplish what you're looking to do. Till then, see you next Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Have fun. Take care.